Hey guys, Chad Boyle, real estate agent, Atlanta, Georgia. This video is about how I use Mojo in my real estate sales business. So Mojo's a powerful tool, a dialer, a CRM. It has a lot of different capabilities to assist you and make things easy in your real estate business. And so how I went ahead and how I utilized that, how I set that up, in step one in using any sort of database, and Mojo is a database, is to determine what you are utilizing the database for. So before you actually log into the system and start messing with lists or groups or email capability, all that stuff, you need to use one of these things or one of these things. And you need to decide, you need to get what you're planning to use it for on paper and just kind of design, hey, these are the 3, 4, 5 things I need to do that Mojo can help me do. So in my business, I got about 5 things that I utilize Mojo for. So one, obviously, is I need to call people every day, expireds, FSBOs, cold calling, and Mojo holds all my call lists. So the expired and FSBO data is fed in automatically. I don't have to do anything there. So for my cold calling, I used Mojo Neighborhood Search, downloaded about 40,000 phone numbers, and loaded that into a separate list. So I have kind of 3 call lists that I utilize every day, one for expireds, one for FSBOs, and then my just giant loop of the cold call list. So that's one use. The second thing I needed to use Mojo for were to kind of track and help manage my leads. So not only classifying my leads, but having the capability to classify those leads. Some of the leads I want to mail my postcard to. Some of the leads, maybe I don't have a whole lot of information, or maybe I've determined it's kind of there's a low probability of something there, so I don't want to waste my postcards and postage on mailing to them. Or maybe some people, I just don't have all the information I need for them to be in that system. I use the Fearless Agent postcard system. So I utilize different groups to put my leads in and categorize them based on if I want to mail to them or not. The next thing I use it for is to schedule my follow-up calls. I don't ever want to miss a follow-up call. So Mojo makes it easy, because if you're on the phone with somebody and you need to follow up, say in 2 weeks, you just put it on the calendar for 2 weeks. 2 weeks later, you're going to go in, you're going to select activities, and you just choose, calls. There's all your follow-up calls are going to be listed there. You load them into a dialer. I select one line and I just go through them, and makes it super easy. You're never going to allow a lead or a follow-up call to fall through the cracks, and they're all kind of teed up and ready for you to go, just to load in the dialer and have Mojo dial through those for. The next thing I use Mojo for is to, like I mentioned, I utilize the Fearless Agent postcard system. And when I first started out, I didn't have a whole lot of postcards that I was mailing out on a weekly basis. But now it's getting to be in the 50 to 75 range, and so I was initially handwriting those out while I was cold calling. I'd address them, but now just to kind of shorten that process, and because Mojo has that capability, I'm able to select the contacts that I want to mail the postcard to, and it will automatically generate a label based on the Avery label that I use for my postcards, and it'll print it all out. So then all I have to do is just stick them on along with the return address label and the stamp. Made it a lot easier, a lot less writing, shortened the process tremendously. Then the last thing that I use Mojo for is just the automatic emailing capability. So I have some email templates set up. If I talk to somebody, they want me to email the contact information, I have an email template set up where I can just pull that up and change a few things if I need to, edit the text, and then it'll automatically send that out. And then if I schedule an appointment with somebody, same thing. I have a template that's set up that I can go ahead and kind of modify it for, make the revisions I need to do, and then it'll send it out, have all the information for that prospect. So those are some of the things that I use Mojo for. And again, what's important here is figure out exactly what are the things you're wanting to leverage Mojo for, the things that you have to do in your business, and kind of thinking about those things ahead of time before you even log into the system or before you go messing around, assigning groups and lists. Because if you don't think this stuff out ahead of time, you're going to start doing stuff in Mojo, and then it's going to create a bunch of work on the back end for you, because you're going to have to fix stuff and move stuff around. Trust me, I've done it before. So if you thought this was helpful, like the video, please subscribe to my channel. Just a quick announcement, I'm going to be on a call talking about Mojo and how I use that in my real estate sales business. I'll be on there with Colton Lindsay, Cody Barton, other fearless agents. And that's August 29th at 1 p.m. I'll put a link in the comments to where you can sign up to get on that webinar. And if you have any questions on any topic in this video, how to set up Mojo, how I set it up, or maybe you're a part-time agent, you're looking to transition into full-time. I just did that a year ago. If you have any questions on anything like that, text me, call me, 678-761-2493, or friend me on Facebook and send me a